And actually, not all of them did get up. But they beat a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women who will soon be coming to the White House. They were in the Oval Office before, and I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there, and they weren't about to say no, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck. Think of it, 46 shots on goal, and I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off, you practice that, or was that a little lucky? He refused to answer that question. But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Great athletes have gotten that, very great, the best, and I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no, and every single one of them rapidly put up their hand. So I want to thank you all. What a special job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much. I'm also pleased to say that the next time the Olympic torch is lit, it will be here in America for the 2028 Olympics, and it's the summer version right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles. And Los Angeles is going to be safe, just like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country. And this year, and I must say I got them both. I got them in the first term. And I was disappointed because I didn't think I'd be the president when this happened. But strange things took place. And now I've got them because I got the Olympics and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup. So we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming. And that is exciting news. So this will be a year to celebrate our country and the heroes who have kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart. At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur. He fought bravely in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday. So, Buddy, you're a brave man, and we salute you. Even in times of challenge, setback, and immense heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one. As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClament closed her eyes and prayed to God. She thought she was going to die. Those prayers were answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin descended from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he came from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission, a young guy, but very brave, very, very top, always top in his class. And he lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to safety. People watched Scott from a distance, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going, and that rapid water, nobody's ever seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something. Tonight, Scott and Millie Kate are here together, reunited for the very first time. Thank you.
Wow, that's something. People have never seen the water rise that fast. Wow, that's something. Here's all these like.
And Petty Officer Ruskin, I'm pleased to inform you that I am now awarding you the Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what it was, extraordinary heroism. Thank you.
He's a tank.
And I'd like to have the military aide to please come down and take care of the service. Military aid, thank you very much. Take care of that very important service. Thank you very much. From 1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they're really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern. That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year. Last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans. All Democrats, every single one of them, voted against these really important and very necessary massive tax cuts. They wanted large-scale tax increases to hurt the people instead. But we held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors.
We gave you. We gave you? Why did you take us in the year?
And we also made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America. Recently in Pennsylvania, I met Megan Hemhauser, a devoted mom who's homeschools her children, beautiful, 2 children, during the day while waiting tables at night as her husband works overtime operating very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to tell you that she is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and her expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half. Megan, please stand up. We're fighting for you, Megan. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Megan. We're fighting for you, Megan. Under our bill, parents like Megan can also activate their children's brand new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it. I did not name that. Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. It was named by a very tall man sitting right there in the third row. Nice man, a good man. Tax-free investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6.25 billion to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children. They're great people. You know, I asked Michael Dell, how do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school and I made computers and I'd sell them to people. And I just kept selling and selling and selling. And pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops. So I congratulate him on that. But I really thank him and Susan, as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner. Thank you, Brad. So with modest additional contributions, these young people's accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it. How much money is that for somebody that started with nothing? Over 100,000, could be much more than that. To make this investment in our children's future, go to TrumpAccounts.gov.
TrumpAccounts.gov.
A lot of people are doing it. It's setting every record in the book. It's popular. They knew what it was going to take. So proud of them.
Congratulations!
So
If
proud
you
of the
stay
people that got
alive,
it
you'll have
started.
$100 and something
Now
thousand
it's just
dollars.
taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P
50,000 4 years ahead of schedule.
Wasn't supposed
I wonder
to
if the
do it for many
runaway
years.
spending had anything to do with it. Cause
Or
the big
tariffs.
beautiful bill. $140 trillion in debt.
Billions of
Hello?
dollars to make great deals for our country, both economically
Everybody's got
and on a
40% of what they think they got.
security basis.
Just try to sell it all,
Everything was
liquidate
working
it all.
well.
Who's
Countries
gonna buy
that
it?
were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars.
All
They were
right.
ripping us so badly, you all know
These
that.
tariffs don't ruin the economy. It makes for less of an efficient
These
economy.
countries are now happy, and so are we. We made deals. The deals are
Of
all
course
done.
we're happy. We got $250 billion of fuck
Making
you
money like
money.
we used to.
Oh.
We're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, tremendous growth, and the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong. And then just 4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court. It just came down. It came down. Very unfortunate ruling. But the good news is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement. So despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful country saving, it's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in, peace protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. Will remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern day system of income tax, taking a great
Oh my
financial
God, we
hit
ain't gonna
off
have
the
to
people
pay
that
the
I love.
government anymore. All the other countries are gonna pay us, but we're already so far in debt, Mr. President. $140 trillion is a lot of debt, and it's only growing.
Moving forward, factories, jobs, investment, and trillions of dollars will continue pouring into the United States of America because we finally have a president who puts America first. Put America first.
Trump. He puts America first. Trump puts America first. I can't even get a fill.
Decades before I came along, we had the exact opposite. From trade to healthcare, from energy to immigration, everything was stolen and rigged in order to drain the wealth out of the productive, hardworking people who make our country great, who make our country run. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point with the Green New Scam, open borders for everyone. They poured in by the millions and millions from prisons, from mental institutions. There were murderers, 11,888 murders. They came into our country. You allowed that to happen. And record-setting inflation that cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time. Now the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters suddenly used the word affordability, a word. They just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem. You caused that problem.
You caused that. Not me. You. It was the Democrats that did that. Wasn't me. It was the Democrats. Wasn't me. You did that. You did that.
They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it. They knew their statements were a dirty, rotten lie. Their policies created the high prices. Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well. Those prices are plummeting downward.
Prices are plummeting, and so are incomes. But who cares? The prices
The price
are
of
plummeting.
eggs is down 60%, Madam Secretary. Thank you. The cost of chicken, butter, fruit, hotels, automobiles, rent is lower today than when I took office by a lot. And even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold
Beef
on a
is
little while. We'll
coming
get to that.
down.
And soon
Show
you
me
will
the
see
beef.
numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time ago. Nobody can believe when they see the kind of numbers, especially energy, when they see energy going down to numbers like that, they cannot believe it. It's like another big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times, the crushing costs of health care caused by you. Since the passage of the Unaffordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies have gotten rich. It's meant for the insurance companies, not for the people. With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%, like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great healthcare plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own healthcare, which will be better healthcare at a much lower cost.
No more health insurance. No more health insurance. No more middleman. Straight to the people.
In addition, my plan requires maximum price transparency. That's a big deal. Sounds so simple, so big.
So simple.
And I did that in my first term, and the Democrats immediately terminated it with full knowledge that they were doing a very bad thing for the people. Costs were going to go way up, and that's what happened. And now I'm bringing them way down on healthcare and everything else.
Way down.
I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before.
Get those prescription drug prices down. Lower those prices. 20% off. 40%
Other
off.
presidents tried to do it, but they never could. They tried.
They tried.
Most didn't try, actually. But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action. But I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs
Why?
will now pay the lowest price
The lowest!
in the world for drugs.
From the highest to the lowest. Get your drugs cheaper. 80% off that drug. 90% off that drug. And 99% off that drug. Free drugs for everybody.
So in my first year of the second term, should be my third term,
Should be his third term.
strange things happened. I took prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the highest price in the entire world to the lowest.
Highest
It's a
to
big
the
achievement.
lowest.
The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more, all available right now at a new website called TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name that one either, by the way.
TrumpRx.gov. Get them cheaper. 500 to 600% off. Practically free.
And here tonight is the very first customer ever to get that big discount, and it is big. Catherine Rayner. For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility, and they turned to IVF. One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase. But a few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website.
Did she get a baby yet?
Drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500.
She got it for under $500.
Actually, than $3,500.
But did she get the
We're
baby?
all praying for you, and you're going to be a great mom.
You're gonna be a great man. We're gonna save you $3,500 so you can get pregnant. It's only gonna cost you $500 to get pregnant. Since we defertilized you, of course, and you're not a fertile person anymore. That's okay. The Yellow 6, Yellow 9, the Skittles, and the Starburst, and the Fruity Pebbles. We're gonna get that out of the food
Now
supply.
I'm calling on Congress to codify my most favored nation program into law.
My
Now,
most
one thing
favored
I'm not sure
nation.
it matters because
Codify
it's
it.
very hard for somebody that comes along after me to say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%.
Ah!
John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway.
Codify it.
They do it. Codify it anyway.
Codify it anyways.
Many Americans are also concerned that energy demand from AI data centers could unfairly drive up their electric utility bills. Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know what that is? We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community and very
Prices up.
substantially down.
Prices down.
This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get
Big
electricity
techs
while at the
are
same
now
time lowering
utility
prices of
companies.
electricity for you. It could be very substantial for all of you cities and towns. You're going to see some good things happen over the next number of years. Another pillar of the American dream that has been under attack is home ownership. With us tonight is Rachel Wiggins, a mom of two from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated.
Devastating.
Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up into thousands single-family homes.
Just not that house and not the 20 other ones she lost, but all the future homes that they're going to bid on, they can't bid on them in the thousands.
And now I'm asking Congress to make that ban permanent because homes for people, really, that's what we want. We want homes for people, not for corporations. Corporations are doing just fine. Racel, thank you very much. Good luck with your home. You'll get one soon.
You'll get a house soon. I don't know when, but maybe. Good luck.
We're also working to make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration,
Gotta prepare
we will
for your
protect
retirement so
Social
you can die in
Security and
dignity.
Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid.
Jesus, what's in my mouth? All this plant material from Chipotle.
Since I took office, the typical 401k balance is up by at least $30,000. That's a lot of money.
$30,000 on what?
Millions and millions of people.
You didn't know the
Because
percentage?
The stock market has done so well, setting all those records. Your 401ks are way up. Yet
Hey,
half
Mountain,
of
you
all
got a 401k
working
from
Americans
installing
still do not
sprinkler
have
systems?
access to a retirement plan with matching contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We
Wow.
will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year
Wow.
as we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market. Let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
How? When does that happen? So what, are they going to stop trading? When do they stop trading? Because Nancy Pelosi made $26 million just in the past 10 months. She's worth $250 million. She makes $175,000 a year. How's that possible?
They stood up for that. I can't believe it.
Wow, the Democrats stood up.
I can't believe it. Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she's here?
We got a squabble.
Doubt it. Pass the Stop Insider Trading Act without delay.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
I wasn't sure if anybody, even on this side, was going to applaud for that. I was very impressed. Thank you. I'm very impressed. But when it comes to the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information. And in actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President, J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance is going to war. He will kick in.
He'll get it done.
He'll get it done.
Find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly.
Oh.
That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings those problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent, taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games. Delilah.
Delilah.
Delilah Colvin was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
She can't stand up. Wow. Wow, she's waving.
Thank you, Delilah. Many, if not most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger, or location. That's why yes, what we will call the Delilah
Amigos,
barring any
Kitover!
state from granting
I fell
commercial
asleep and my
driver's
tongue is
license
out of
to illegal
control.
aliens.
My I smoke too much weed and drink too much beer, and now my truck is out of control. Cuidado!
And yesterday, as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible. Hard to believe, actually. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times.
Jesus.
Elizabeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in and brutally.
Well, did they do capital punishment on this murderer? Did they kill the guy? Hello?
Family's life violently and viciously. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to remind everyone in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them.
Can we get some capital punishment sooner or later? I mean, if somebody keeps murdering all these people, maybe we should kill the murderer. Just get rid of him before he can kill again and get early cash, no cash bail release. Hello?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.
We can never forget that many in this room not only allowed the border invasion to happen before I got involved, but indeed they would do it all over again if they ever had the chance. If they ever got elected, they would open up those borders to some of the worst criminals anywhere in the world.
Let them all in.
The only thing
Democrats
standing
are in
between
control, and we
Americans
need
and a
your
wide open
votes.
border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress. Thank you. Thank you.
USA, 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 USA,
As
USA.
we speak, Democrats in this chamber have cut off all funding for the Department of Homeland Security. All cut off. They have instituted another Democrat shutdown, the first one costing us 2 points on GDP.
2 points on our
They lost the
GDP.
GDP, which probably made them quite
They
happy.
took us from a 5% to a 3%.
Now they have closed the agency responsible for protecting Americans from terrorists and murderers. Tonight I'm demanding the full and immediate restoration of all funding for the border security, homeland security of the United States, and also for helping people clean up their snow. We have no money because of the Democrats, and it would be nice. We'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, a pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union.
Can we get some money to shovel some fucking snow? We're only $140 trillion in debt.
Representatives really believe.
Sorry, everybody. You're going to have to start
tonight
shoveling
I'm
your snow.
inviting every-
Maybe sweeping your own
With
streets.
my
No more
administration,
street
we
sweepers
affirm a
either.
fundamental
Everybody in the neighborhood's got to
principle.
get
If you
outside
agree
and
with
pitch
this
in.
statement,
Stop
then
looking at
stand up
TikTok,
and
America.
show
Go
your
clean your
support.
streets.
First duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Wow. You think that's fucking common sense, but it's not common sense anymore. Yeah. It's just not common sense here in America. We're not the priority here. It's not us. It's not for us, by us. It's for somebody else. Hello? Had to remind that.
How dare he? How dare he say that? What a racist. What a bigot. What a xenophobic bastard pig. I hate Trump. Ah! Bigot!
USA, 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 USA.